here's your goal. Here's my goal for you, is to really make sure that you get something up now. So let's put a deadline. For those of you who do not have an email capture form up now, it's otherwise known as an opt-in. What is your deadline to get that up? So here's the thing. Even if you have one up now, you don't just have to have one. You can get another one up. So if we do a quick workshop right now and you come up with another great idea, you can come up with another great idea and get that up. Because the more that you have up, the more you're capturing different people's content from different parts of your life. So for instance, I'm not just one-sided. I'm not just a fitness professional, because I am a fitness professional for those of you who are joining me for the first time. So yeah, I am a fitness professional. I've been teaching group fitness for 25 years and I've been a professional fitness professional for 15 years. So I film the workout videos for Turbo Kick and Pio, and I'm the person that certified people. I'm the one that holds the record for Shalene Johnson's company, Powder Blue Productions, for certifying the most amount of people and also having the highest amount of sales in her company when she owned it. And of course, now she sold it off to Beachbody. Why are you waiting so long? This is why we're going to do a down and dirty brainstorm workshop. Get it done now. Honestly, I would say to get it done in the next few days. Get something up now. The longer you wait, the more you're going to get busy, and the more you're going to be trying to make it perfect, and the more you're going to stall. Don't worry about perfect. Don't worry about perfect. Just get something up. And that's our goal right now, is let's just do something that's going to come up so that you can tweak it as you go. So one that I do, one that's been living for a long time, it's called the 21-day lean out. The 21-day lean out, again, being a fitness professional, a lot of people initially are attracted to me for that reason, because of, that's, what I'm known for a lot on the internet. So a lot of people in my virality will be drawn for the fitness side, and then hopefully they discover the business side to me as an entrepreneur, especially working as an online coach and coach with Team Beachbody. So that's predominantly where people are going to find it. But the fitness part is where people are attracted to me. I get asked a lot about losing weight and what can I do about this chunk and how can I set up my workout programs. So what I just did was I put together a quick meal plan for people, and also a library of online workouts that people could just use. So initially when I first did it, it was crappy. It was really crappy. And even if you go to Shalene Johnson, so those of you who don't follow her, she spoke about one that she put up, and then she let it run for a long time, but then she was kind of like, this is so crappy and embarrassing. I'm going to totally beef this up. And that's where she then came out with her CJ 7-day diet one that she sent out. So that's kind of the same thing that I did. I got my 21-day lean out one up, and it was basically just an Excel sheet of 7 days of meals that people could follow. And then that lived for a long time, and it still collects a lot of people's information, and it's scattered everywhere. It's listed all over on my Pinterest, all over Facebook. It's amazing to see. Isn't it kind of funny that all of a sudden, like on your Instagram feed, someone will comment on a super old image that you put up. You're like, whoa, what are they doing way back there? People are going to find your old stuff because of the way that you've tagged it, the descriptions, and it's just going to come up. So that stuff will live, and it will constantly live for you. But since then, I then hired out one of my coaches actually to fix it. So she made it pretty. She put it in like an ebook, a PDF packaged format where it has graphics and pictures, and it's giving more of an explanation and a grocery shopping list. So I made it beefier so that when people are getting it, I'm not so embarrassed about it. So right now, who cares if you're embarrassed about it? Just get something up. And that's what we need to do. Freemium is where you're giving away something to people. Basically, that you're not that lame person that just says, hey, put your email in so you can join the newsletter. Or, hey, put your email in so we can stay connected. You don't want to do that, because how many of you guys want to just give your email away? Like, here you go. Because you know full well that person's going to spam you, So a freemium or a giveaway or a free gift, that's all the same thing, is where you're basically saying, hey, put your email in and I'll give you my top 10 list for traveling and eating healthy. So that's basically what that means. Let's start. First action item. So write down on your worksheet. Hopefully you guys got paper, because I got paper here too. We're going to figure out what. What are you going to give away? And that usually is the biggest hurdle. So I've got 5 quick down and dirty questions that I'm going to ask you so that you can quickly figure out what can you get up now. The first quickest, easy way is to ask. So ask your followers what they want from you. Now, before you actually go and do this, make sure you listen to this part. Rather than going on your Facebook and saying, what do you guys want to learn from me? And put it in and then tell them to comment. That's kind of really bad because you're not going to get a great answer. Here's another question to ask that's bad. What do you guys know me for? Why do you follow me? So you're basically opening up like a generality, and you're going to get, and sorry to say, a lot of lame answers, ones that you just can't use. So rather than wasting that time, why don't you give them some direction and idea? And the way that you can give them some direction and idea on a survey is to just quickly know in your gut, what do you like to talk about? What are you interested in? So to give you a quick example of how you can pose a survey, and also make sure you do it in a great way, is make sure you have an image up. The survey question, though, would be something relative to, I'm looking to give away something for free this week, and I want to know exactly what do you want from me. And that, of course, is where you're going to then list off for them a couple. So between 3 to 5 options. And now that, of course, is going to be up to you. So let's say you love organic gardening and eating. So you're really love to talk about that world, and that's kind of the questions a lot of people ask you about, as well as those are the magazines you get, and that's the websites that you go to, those are the books you read. If that's the biggest part of your world, that might be one of the easier ones to ask people about. And so what you can do is not keep it in a general scope. What you want to do is narrow down the questions to parts of that topic. So if it's about organic gardening, it could be something about how to get started in organic gardening, your first 10 steps. Or the next question could be option that you give them, how to find organic foods cheaper, and give them some suggestions. So you're basically going to break down how do you live that lifestyle, and that people really want to know, but they fall over themselves. So that's the first one, is asking a survey and breaking down exactly what you want them to pick. So give them the choices that you want to pick, because then that's going to narrow it right down. The second step that you're going to write down right now. So right now, write this down. What do people ask you all the time? Quickly, write it right down. What do they ask you all the time? And we're going to leave it like this. Should I play you some playing music as well? Do you need playing music? Well, this is good thinking music. People ask you this all the time, and start to be descriptive about it. If you just wrote down on your piece of paper, what do people ask me all the time, and then you looked up to pay attention to me, waiting for the next one, you did it wrong. You need to answer that question. Answer the question right now. So jot down, try to at least get 3 to 5. Try to get at least 3 to 5 questions people ask you all the time. What is it? And it could be stupid, like silly stuff. Think about that annoying question you hate answering and you roll your eyes at all the time. Here's one that I get all the time, and I roll my eyes at it all the time. Because, of course, being successful in the business, people will come to me and say, I just joined in the business. Can you tell me what I need to do to get started and be successful? Really? That's like asking me, how do I lose weight? It's the same question. Like, that's a roll your eyes type question. But guess what? It's what people want to know. So as much as you roll your eyes at that and you think that, oh my gosh, they're so dumb, like for real, I can't just tell them one answer and that's going to make them lose weight, or I'm not going to be able to tell them one answer and they're going to be super successful in their business. But guess what? That's what they're Googling. That's what they're Googling. So the question that you roll your eyes at and is so general, and you know you can't give a right answer or there's no magic pill, that's a great one, because that's a very common question people are asking. So do you have your 3 to 5? Let's go for number 3. What are you known for? So that's a different type of question, okay? So it's not the question that people always ask you. What are you known for? Now this one can be completely not about your business or about what you want to talk about. And I'm going to give you some examples so that you can start to kind of dive into your mind about it. But what are you known for? I've got a friend of mine and she's known for her hair. She's known for her hair. And people want to know all the time how she styles it. And that's not her business. She's not a hairdresser. But people want to know about that all the time. Here's another one. If you are known for how you do your makeup. So makeup might not be your business, but people love your eyebrows. You always have amazing eyebrows. Or you always look like your complexion is perfect. Or are you known for finding super deals? Like you always find super deals, always have awesome hauls. You're known for baking cakes. What are you known for? Being positive, not sure what to do with that? Dig deeper, because that's too general. People are not so much searching all the time for how to be more positive. Yeah, they may, but the people that are in the right mindset, that are looking to grow personal growth and development. Doing taxes, research, event planning, cooking. The person that was talking about event planning and research, think smaller. So if you are great with researching and event planning, how many people are planning big events? Not really big events. So when you use that phrase, event planning, that sounds too corporate. That sounds too big company. Okay. So start thinking about that mom that wants to put on an amazing birthday party for their 2-year-old daughter. Start really thinking in a smaller scale of what people actually do and give off those tips. Exactly. Organization, break it down even more. So what about organization? Are you great at organizing a messy office like this? Because then you got to come over. Or is it closets? Is it keeping your shoes in order? Is it keeping your bras in order in the drawer? Like what? Dive deeper into that. What are you known for? So not what about your business, but it might even be something silly about what you're known for. So it again, use Shalene as an example. She made a quick video about how she does her bangs and how they stay like that through the workouts. And that video was so viral because that was like, bangs. People really want to know like how you do certain things. Those are some things people want to know about you. And that is just you. It's not anything relative to your business. Having great hair and loving food and wine, but I'm a sex therapist. Doesn't matter that you're a sex therapist. Because if that's your business, then the great hair, if people know you for that, I mean, that could totally connect and tie into it because, when you feel good about yourself, you feel confident about yourself, you feel sexier. So that could all totally tie in. So maybe do something on the hair. If you're known for something with hair, your tricks of the products you use, the tools you use, how you do stuff. Get away from your exact world exactly sometimes and pull away from, again, other areas that you can get a broader scope. So I just quickly drew it out with pen, but down here, this says free gift. This is the way it works when you're working with the public or getting new leads. This is basically a option where you want to capture as many emails as possible, and it may not be directly relative to exactly what you do in your business. So the way I kind of relate this, and I used to be a boater, so this is the only reason why I use this term, but this is like carp. Do you guys know the big fish carp? So I used to live up in New York, and up on Lake Ontario, we would have our boat. And the carp would be like monster. The carp are these fish that eat all the crap on the bottom. They don't care. It's all there. They'll take it in. They're like, this is what they do. They take in all the junk. Ugh. So this is just the best way. It's the worst probably analogy, but this is the only way I think about it. When you give away something for free, everybody wants free. A lot of people don't always want to pay. So this is what you're creating right now, is trying to capture as many leads as possible, because then when you do have an offer of, say, for instance, working with you or buying a product from you, that is where you then move up into this category when you promote to them. And all the people that don't want to go on that journey with you to work with you or purchase that product, don't worry about it. You've got their emails. They may come for the ride later down the way, but you don't give them a ton of attention. So for instance, on my 21dayleanout.com, where I give out that free meal plan, the grocery shopping list, the workouts online, I give it all to them in the email and I tell them, here you go. Let me know when you're going to get started, just so I can have a connection with them. But then I also promote and say, but if you want me to personally train you for 3 weeks and to specifically work with you in your meal planning and your workouts and all, then fill out this extra link, because then we can work together. And that's where they then need to purchase something from me, the product that they're going to use. They don't need to pay for my services, but they do need to purchase the product that they're going to use. So that weeds people out, because I'm not going to give my time. And this is what happens, is the people who got my free content and they email me back, they say, I'm going to start next week. I respond back to them and say, awesome. Just wanted to know if you wanted to work with me in that 3-week training group and whatever. I upsell them towards that. And when they come back, they say no. Then they come with all these extra questions of, well, how do I change out this meal plan? I don't like fish. Or what do I do about workouts when I don't have weights at home? You're asking me personalization questions. I'm sorry. I just gave you something for free. So that person is right here. So I always say, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I gave you all the materials, but if you want me to work with you and personally do something, sorry, carb. Exactly. All I'm saying is buy the product from me, because I need a control. If I'm going to be mentoring someone for 3 weeks with their fitness program, I can't just say, oh, go do whatever workout you want and follow whatever meal plan you want. No, I at least need to have a control of product that works. So that's all I'm asking you to buy. Number 4, what have you figured out? And you may have forgotten how to do this as well, or forgotten that you figured it out. But so for instance, I'm a mom of 2 kids and I nursed them both for a year each, that I had to figure out a lot of how to get my kid to sleep through the night and how to get my daughter to take the bottle when she would not want to take the bottle. So you've figured out a lot of challenges that you've had in your world that a lot of people might want. So what have you figured out? Is it something completely different? Again, it doesn't have to be kids. Write some ideas now down. What did you figure out? What have you figured out? Or what have you learned from? So write some ideas down right now. How to work when you're not motivated. That's a great one. Yeah, that's a good one. How to get a workout in with a set of twins. Ooh, see? Yeah, but again, you don't necessarily have to promote it as a set of twins. You just say baby, because I know it was a challenge to work out when you have a newborn, especially kids with food allergies or kids to eat their vegetables is another one, So how have you figured out something? Sore muscles? Yeah. Rather than how to deal with sore muscles, how to prevent sore muscles or decrease in prevention. That might be better, because people don't want to have sore muscles and then have to deal with them. Okay. Number 5. Cool. What's a new training that you've just done? So for instance, you're in constant learning mode because hello, you're right here. You constantly want to learn how to do your business more efficiently, or you're constantly jumping on webinars or podcasts. What have you just put in your brain and learned from someone and actually implemented that you can now repurpose and put your own spin on it and deliver that? Whatever you just learned, repurpose the content. Don't regurgitate the content unless you're giving exact credit to that person. But what you've learned, now you're going to repurpose it and redo it in the way that you want to deliver it. Wedding planning time breakdown steps. Yeah, that one seems really long, because I know, because I planned my wedding alongside with an event planner as well. I would suggest break it down even simple, because wedding planning is second nature to you. But think about a new person who just got engaged. What's the first steps? That's all I want to know. What are the critical first steps to get done when planning your wedding? Let's move on. So now you got to figure out, well, what am I going to give them? What is this coming out as? This is what you really want to get out quick. For me, I have a lot of creative ideas. And a lot of the time, I want to deliver it by video. but that holds me up. I don't get ready too often. This is post-teaching turbo kick in the gym this morning at 8:30. For me to say that for my giveaway of how to grow super long hair, which I would love to know myself, but pretending that's my giveaway, my tips on how to grow really long hair. If I want to give it away as a video, but I know that that's the thorn in my side on not getting content out because I don't get ready, that's not a good choice for me. That may be later when I can make it better, but pick what you can do right now. And one of the easiest is like a worksheet, a tip sheet, a PDF, and use the terms that people will be attracted to. Like, again, a checklist. So for instance, that wedding person, download my top 10 checklist of what to do when you first get engaged, something like that. Yeah, a guide. So think about the buzzwords that people are attracted to, and that's what you should deliver. But I know for me, a video, I would love to give away video content more. It's just I don't get ready too often. So that one would go on my low priority of I wouldn't choose that. But audio could be another way. You can record audio with your phone. I use SoundCloud a lot. That's a website that's free. There is paid option with it as well. But I use SoundCloud a lot, and you can save that audio and maybe put it over onto a Dropbox so that you can give them away the download link. Figure out how you're going to give it away. Again, you can just go open up a Word document and create your quick down and dirty sheet. Again, it doesn't need to be pretty and perfect right now. But if you want to try to make it a little bit pretty or perfect, here's a quick tip suggestion. Write it out quick in Word, copy it, then maybe go to Canva and open up in Canva the appropriate template that you want to match. And then put a couple graphics, put a good title, and then paste all of your content in one big text box. And then maybe put some checkbox or whatever it is. But that could be a quick, easy way to give a quick tip sheet for someone. But make it super simple. So if you have these great ideas and you put it in a Word document, go tell someone, hey, can you go make a quick PDF about this? And again, you can pay someone on Fiverr. Go use Fiverr and have them do it for you. What's your knee gut reaction? What are you going to give away? Is it going to be a webinar? But I'm going to advise against no on the webinar unless you're going to just talk direct to camera, no slides, because creating the slides are going to be a problem. You need to get something up quick. Checklist, PDF. See, these are the fastest. And I like that you guys are choosing that because those are the ones that you can quickly go do really fast. And it doesn't require you to get ready. It doesn't require you to be really technologically gifted. You know, because sometimes we have awesome audios and videos, but then it's the editing that holds us back. So you might get ready, you might film it, but then you just didn't edit it, and that holds you up faster. I like that a lot of you guys are doing something really super simple right now because you just got to get something up. Right now, go back to the top questions that I asked you. The survey, what do people ask you all the time? What are you known for? What did you figure out? New training, repurpose. Out of those 5, circle the category that you want to come out with something. So are you going to do the survey? Are you going to do something on what they ask you all the time? So just circle the category. Are you going to do something for what you're known for? Are you going to do something for what you figured out? Or are you going to do something for new training that you just learned? Which category are you choosing? We're narrowing it down right now, guys. So you circled your category. Now, circle one of your items that you wrote down. So for instance, if you wrote 5 items of what you're known for, circle the one you're going to do. Google and get a lot of buzzword terms that other people have used for the same thing. You got to look at the people that you're trying to attract are not exactly where you are right now. You're leaps and bounds ahead of your customers, the people that you want to work with. They may have not decided to be involved with personal growth and development or to research entrepreneur skills all the time. So the terminology you're using may not be in their head. Okay, so Start getting away from that. So for instance, if you're using reverse engineering New Year's resolution, that may not click with people. So use super general, cliche, myth type words sometimes. I can't say for meal planning PDF because I don't know what type of meal planning you're doing. Is it meal planning for a family of 10? Is it meal planning for kids with allergies? Is it meal planning for people who are diabetic? So you got to be descript exactly who it is. The ABCs of hashtags, I'd be more descript on that one because again, hashtags, be specific. Like, is it for a certain social platform or in general? I would say something that people like in a positive or a negative, like for instance of critical steps when using hashtags to grow your business, something like that. But I would pull more shocking words or ones that people would be attracted to. Essential oils for fibromyalgia. Is that your business? Because if it is, no, don't use it. So some people would think you're in that business. So essential oils is a very niche direction where some people aren't really, again, educated on that or that they need it. Like I don't use them and I probably wouldn't be attracted to that. So I think just go with your gut reaction of what you circled here. Final things that we're wrapping up with is how are you going to capture their information? How are you going to capture it? Quick, down, dirty, simple, and free? Google. Okay? Google. You can just go there and create a sign up form with Google. And they're going to produce the URL. I've done a walkthrough on it. Here, write these down. Write these two links down because it's in my YouTube channel /Christine Dwyer. Go to the playlist, youtube.com/Christine Dwyer, and go to the playlist for live periscopes. And these are the two that you might want to watch. One of them is how to create an opt-in page and email capture form. I think I do a screen share teaching you how to do that, I think. But the other one that you might want to watch and listen to eventually would be make something people want, a giveaway. So that's a secondary one that I would suggest. So the quick and easy one that's free is a Google form. And it's super simple. All you do is go to drive.google.com and over on the left-hand side, you're going to see create a form. And you just fill in the blanks and you can put pictures on it. You can make it super simple. But that's my advice is when you are doing a form, keep it simple. Go find a place where you're going to create the sign-up form. Be careful that you're not asking for phone numbers because even if you keep it as optional, then some people still move away. They don't want to. So the easiest way is at least ask for their first name, last name, and email, and that might be it. Now, a lot of my forms, I do put a pull-down menu of Are You a Beachbody Coach? And the reason why is because I get a lot of Beachbody coaches who go and sign up for my stuff that I tell them this is not for you, this is not for Beachbody coaches, but they still do because they either think that I will accidentally work with them or they just want to know what I'm doing or they want to get my stuff. So that's why I put that question there because as soon as it says yes, I don't even reply to them. If you want quick, free, we're doing down dirty, just do quick Google. You can always move it over to your other system that you investigate later. Google is free. Google is simple. Go do it. And you can just easily YouTube to figure out how to create a Google form if you just don't know how to do it. Do you check the Google form often? Yes. So I personally then will set it up to schedule. So you can either have an assistant, if you have an assistant checking the form, or you just periodically check it on a set schedule within your weekly work schedule. That's all I would suggest. But the negative, so you guys know, this is not going to be the best solution down the line, is that with Google, you need to manually go and check the form, the response form of it, and see who signed up and manually send the person what they wanted from you. Okay? So you need to grab their email and manually send it to them. So that is work on your part. The benefit, say for instance with Aweber, is when someone signs up for my 21-day lean out program, I have that through Aweber initially. And Aweber automatically sends them by my autoresponders what I said I was going to deliver. And then I also then have follow-up emails that go out every so many days that checks in with the person that signed up for that. Now, the secondary part is when someone wants me to personally work with them is where I have on the extra form where they're going to go over to Google with my 21-day lean out. And the last step is how are you going to do the follow-up system and tracking? So again, just get it up. This is down and dirty. You guys are going to be the best entrepreneurs in the world. How are you going to set up with your follow-up system? Now, because I haven't done a ton of promotion on my 21-day lean out, I just started ramping it up again because I will be running my 3-week training program January 11th. So I usually start harder promotions about 2 to 3 weeks out from when I'm going to be running my training. That's then when I'll see an increase. But what you could do is, of course, schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever it is, that every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, you go to the document and you grab people's information off and you send it. But I would suggest that if you are going to manually have a system, that you do it at least once a day because people don't want to wait for the content. That is what I would hate, is if you said you were going to give me something and then I didn't get it today, then I didn't get it tomorrow. So if you don't have a system that's set up for an autoresponder and you're going to do the down and dirty way with Google Drive for right now, I would say at least check it daily, okay? At least check it once a day so that you can manually push this information out. So you guys should be good. We already narrowed down, because you circled it, what you're going to give away. You narrowed down how you're going to give it away, and many of you guys said by a PDF. And then you're going to go quickly do your down and dirty. So if you don't have an opt-in sign-up company right now, Google. Just go to Google, drive.google.com, and create a sign-up form. Here's the thing, guys. You're going to get a URL from Google. You can use that up on your cover photo. If you go to my cover photo on my Facebook page, go to facebook.com/Coach Dwyer. You're going to see that I'm promoting my 21-day lean out on my cover photo. Someone could click there and they can see your Google URL, but it's not great. What is best is if you have purchased a domain URL from, say, GoDaddy or Bluehost or whomever, forward it so that you've got a redirect. But if you can't spend the money yet, or you can't think up of a good name for a domain, because I know that's where I get stuck too, go to tinyurl.com and put that Google link there and create your own short URL using tinyurl.com. Another site that does it is bit.ly, so bit.ly. Basically put in any URL and you can create your own shorter version. It's not optimal, and make sure you write it down because they don't keep track of it for you. So if you create a tiny URL, then make sure that you keep track of it, okay? But that will be down and dirty. Again, quick, get it up. Now remember, how does non-business stuff help my business though? It doesn't make a difference because right now you're just getting people to like you, that they want to get more involved in your life. So if they have some smidgen of connectivity with you and your business, it's going to work out down the line because they already fell in love with you with the other non-business related stuff. So don't always think that you got to give something away that's exactly for your business, because you just want people to like you. That's why people do business with you, because they like you, not because you can sell them that product or sign them up for that business. What do you do once they get the free item? Well, then the benefit is how much you follow up with them. So again, if you are using a site that has a system that will set up an autoresponder like Aweber does, Lead Pages does, where you basically can set up a series of emails that will go out to them thereafter, then build those out. But if not, don't worry about it so much right now. Your goal, stop thinking about 80 years down the line right now, is to at least get something up, and you can create and dream up a bigger scope to this later. All you want to do is start getting people to be a part of you and to get something that is interesting to you and them, because that's a common thread. If you are looking to get involved in figuring out a business for yourself at home and you're tired of struggling and you want to get more involved in health and fitness, you can join me as a coach, and you can go to livefitoutloud.com. Live Fit Out Loud, I will send over a little video to you letting you know exactly what this is about.